All right, welcome into 12 News at 9. We want to keep the latest weather in front of you as Thanksgiving travel picking up. Many of you are already at your destination. It's the return back home that could cause you some trouble because we have a storm moving in, and it's going to be likely a statewide event here. Storm Team 12 has issued weather alerts for northwest Kansas for Friday. That then goes statewide on Saturday. Here's Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Ross Jansen. Ross?
Mike, what's so amazing is that even though these winter storms can sometimes lead to a lot of stress in the weather office trying to pin down the details, this one, confidence is increasing. It's going to be Friday in the northwest, statewide on Saturday, and we have not shifted our thinking and how this is all going to play out. So look at Future Track 6 a.m. Friday morning. It's all focused over northwest Kansas. The snow chance will likely linger into the evening hours too, and there could be some fairly significant accumulation before this is all said and done. Now, we're only featuring the snow forecast for Friday. Again, it's all northwest Kansas, 2 to 4. Goodland, Colby, maybe as far east as Oakley, and then from Hayes and Phillipsburg down toward Dodge City, a trace to 2. Most of that would probably come Friday night. Central and eastern Kansas will get the snow on Saturday. Thanksgiving Day is going to be a cooler one for most of Kansas. We'll see clouds showing up throughout the day. We've got 40s on the way for Hayes, but still 50-degree weather for Pratt. Wichita will still warm into the mid-50s, while Salina will likely shut down around 47 for a high coming up tomorrow. So cooler temperatures, but that threat of snow and slick roads likely going to hold off until Friday. Mike?
All right, Ross, don't go anywhere yet. We want to take a bigger look at this with the record number of travelers expected this holiday weekend. Give us a broader look if you do travel, say, out of state.
Mike, it's looking like across the plains for tomorrow, good conditions. I mean, we don't see any widespread snow. Where you might run into some issues would be back in the Rockies, possibly to the north of Denver. That's where you're going to encounter the upcoming winter storm. But sunshine, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, good travel weather if you're venturing through the Dallas area. The East Coast has been a mess in the last 24 hours, but we started to see improving conditions today. Major airport hubs will likely be in good shape tomorrow. Again, most of the plain states looking good for travel conditions. You see the snow flying back to the north of Denver. That's the weekend storm that we're going to be tracking. That will start to encompass most of Colorado and western Kansas coming up on Friday. So we definitely are giving you a heads up. If you're traveling west, you're going to run into some issues there. Meanwhile, the eastern half of the country still looks pretty quiet Friday. Again, those big airport hubs like Hartsfield, Jackson, and Atlanta, JFK, and D.C. should all be smooth sailing for that post-Thanksgiving travel Friday and Saturday.
Thank you. With the winter storms expected to start Friday afternoon, the Highway Patrol asking you to be prepared. Leave yourself some extra time. KHP's Trooper Todd says this is set to be one of the busiest travel weekends in years. That, mixed with the incoming winter weather, means people do need to plan ahead.
Everyone, we all have a smartphone. Everyone will plan ahead and decide to travel the day before or the day after that snowstorm.
He also says it's not just the weather people need to be aware of, but the increased amount of drivers out there as well. His advice is to slow down. All right, we want to keep you up to date on potential for winter weather, keep you prepared. KDOT also prepared. Crews spent the day getting plows attached, those salt trucks ready to go, and they're ready to make sure to get you where you need to go. Brendan Stitt has what you need to know as you head home from your holiday weekend.
As Thanksgiving travelers roll out, they're planning ahead for potential winter weather.
Probably stay another day or two.
Leave early, leave late, whatever you need to do, try to avoid it.
And travelers aren't the only ones getting prepared.
We put all of our crews on standby. We've also got all of our trucks prepared.
KDOT crews start early to make sure you get where you're going safe.
That's what they've been doing all day today, is preparing those trucks. And that usually happens before, a big storm.
According to AAA, more than 49 million Americans are expected to head out on our nation's roads.
This weekend is going to be a little bit different because of the Thanksgiving holiday. There will be lots of people out there on the roadways.
It's not the drive to Thanksgiving that you have to worry about. It's the drive home that could cause you problems.
We're looking at Friday to impact western Kansas and Colorado, But then we've got I-70, Interstate 35, and the Turnpike that will likely have some snow-packed and slushy areas on Saturday, especially as we go into the afternoon and early evening.
Slow down, pay attention, put your phone down, drive sober.
And remember the ones making your holiday travels possible.
Our crews would much rather be at home with their friends and family this Thanksgiving holiday, but they're out here on the roads helping you out, so be gracious.
Brandon Stitt, 12 News.
All right, KDOT asking you give their crews plenty of space on the road as well, especially those salt trucks. They say driving too closely to their equipment can pose a safety concern, not just for you or the crews, but other drivers as well. All right, our meteorologists work to bring you every newest development. Make sure to have the Storm Team 12 weather app downloaded. You can take out your phone right now, and there it is. We have a QR code. It'll take you right to that app. You'll have interactive radar. The weather team will be on there giving video updates, so as we get closer, more data starts coming in, you can look for updates there. And the coolest thing is when you travel, it will follow you. So if there are alerts in your area or the road you're on at that point in that area, it'll alert you. So again, that's the Storm Team 12 weather app.